What's up guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sparkman. I'm a game developer. Today I'm going to show you how to create a melee attack in Gdevelop 5, similar to what Harpies did the other day in Game Maker Studio 2. Even though Gdevelop is more like Click Fusion 2.5, Construct, or all those drag and drop programs that allows you to make games without programming. Except for Gdevelop, it's free. You don't have to pay it. So we're gonna create some animations, and we're gonna create some collisions, and it's gonna be great. Okay. In another tutorial, we are going to make a zombie game. Okay, a 2D zombie game where you get to slash zombies. Now I do videos according to the amount of likes or attention I get from the videos. So if you see a lot of Fortnite, that's because people are watching it, right? So if you want to see tutorials exclusively, okay, so head out to my new channel, which is a Sparkman 2, and you will find only tutorials in that channel. Okay, so there's no gaming content on the Sparkman 2 channel, so all these tutorials will be stored on the second channel, and sometimes you will see videos that don't show up here in the main channel. So yeah, so if you're interested in game development, yeah, please subscribe to my second channel, Sparkman 2. But most content will show up here anyways, but sometimes content just gets buried under Fortnite stuff. And that was one of the complaints I had from the Click Team, some Click Team users. Games, it's like, how can you post games? And so yeah, and that's because if you're a game developer, you also like games, and I don't think I ever met a game developer who doesn't like games. Okay, that's yeah, that's like that's like a cook who doesn't like to eat. All right, so let's get started. We have been working with Gdevelop. This is not exclusive to Gdevelop. You can do this in just about any other game engine, and Gdevelop is pretty standard. All right, so what you can do here, you can do in Unity, Unreal Engine 4, and other game engines out there. Alright. Actually, you started to see Gdevelop in a lot of schools now, so it's becoming pretty standard for making games. So we're gonna open a project. One of the previous projects, I think it's this one here. Let me just check. If you don't have this example, refer to my previous video. Okay. What I'm going to do is going to create a forum for being able to download all these examples from one source. And as I mentioned, if you're interested in game development and you don't want to see a whole lot of gaming content, yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, Sparkman 2. Okay, the link is down below. Okay, so let's get started. Yeah, so let me just run this to see what we have so far. Okay, this is just a regular platform game. We did this yesterday, and as I mentioned, if you don't have this example, just check out my previous video. I think it's called How to Use Gdevelop Complete Guide, or in my second channel is called what did I call it in my second channel? I think it was called just Click Fusion Alternative, because this software is pretty similar to Click Fusion. If you have used Fusion before, you will find this extremely simple. Actually, if you have used Construct, Game Salad, and Stencil, you will find this extremely simple. And even if you haven't, okay, so all you have to do is follow my previous guide, and you will be making games in no time. Alright guys, so let's begin. So if you touch this, you can see that we have a collision to go to the next level. So what if this star doesn't appear here until you get rid of the bad guy? Okay, so we can place this star here, so where you cannot access it, be able to exit the level, you need to get that star here. Now the star is not going to appear unless that you kill the bad guy. Okay, so let's create some animations for our block. Okay, let me just maybe we can edit this a little different. Edit with a Piscal or Piscal. And yeah, this will involve some animation, but don't worry, it's gonna be, I'm going to make it so terrible that you're going to be compelled to create your own. Alright, regardless of your skill level. So let me just delete this here. And what can we make that is so terrible that anyone can do? All right. Let me just draw something here. So characters. So this will be the characters. So this would be the character's sword or something. Okay. Resize. Let's set this to maybe 80. Resize. There we go. And this will be some sort of sword. Okay. I just want to do the last frame so we know exactly how much room we need. All right. So that's our last frame right there. And our character will be like this. All right. Maybe we should. I'm not gonna make any legs for him because he that involves a walking animation, and we want to make this extremely simple. Okay, so that's that frame there. We can reverse this. Get my eraser here. Erase that. We're basically animating backwards. Okay, I'm making the last frame, so I know it's kind of like you can see it here, and it looks terrible so far, but judge not yet. All right, all right, all right, all right. Looking terrible as I expected. You can see that it's kind of working a little bit already. Maybe frame 2 there's a little bit of get the eraser. I'm using the eraser a lot here. Now, if you're wondering, I actually I'm making this terrible on purpose. Should have made this a little taller, but that's okay. So there is our animation. Okay, it's like 4 frames, and I think this should be the first frame. Second, I mean, it makes no difference at the end. This last frame should last a little longer. So I guess you duplicate this a couple of times. So we need to paint this guy. Oops. All right, the sword is going to be maybe some sort of blue color. Okay, so actually save it. And this is what we have so far. Okay. So lib lock. It doesn't loop, and we're gonna call this animation animation. We can call this slash. Okay. Let's make another animation, and all you had to do is add this one frame. Okay. This will be our default animation. Default animation. Apply. And now it's our default animation. This animation here, this one here, it was pixel. Resize to 64. Paste it. And let me just just move this to the center. Preview this one here. That doesn't affect that one, so that's fine there. Now, if you're wondering, in the last video we did this. When you press right, it flips the image horizontally. So now we're gonna make it so if we press a key, we can play that animation. Okay, so add a new condition here. if you press a key on the keyboard. Say, for example, you press, Control, right control. We can play an animation. Change animation. Animation of the block equals, and this will be animation 1. Press the button, and that works fine. Now, when that animation is finished, we want to return to our default animation. So add another condition. Sprite animation. Animation finished. Hold the block. Animation is finished. Add another condition. The animation has to be playing. It has to be playing animation 1. I'll name of the animation slash. Make sure that that's the name of the animation. Animation slash. Okay. So press Control. Okay, that's obviously playing. Just reverse this here. So if this happens, we want to restore our animation. Change animation equals animation 0. Press Control. And that works fine, except for the the animation is not the same size. Okay, so we can actually fix that. Super simple. So we should leave these at I guess 80. Resize. See what we get with that. It's still a little funny there. So that's because this animation is playing from here. Okay. So we want to make this also 160. Just gonna make sure this is centered correctly. Make sure this is also centered. If you apply Shift, it will center all of them at once. Let's make sure the center there. So press, and there is a slight shift there, but it's not terrible. Actually, kind of adds to it. Save it. Press Control. You know, but it's up to yourself, really, right? I kind of like when it pushes back a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to make it so it pushes back a little tiny bit. Because it just looks better. I think it adds to the animation. Alright, that's better. Okay, so now we need another object. Add another object here. Another sprite. And let's just call this bad. We can use the same animation. Just copy it. Call it a bad guy. And let's open it and edit with Pascal. Let me center this. And let me flip this. The bad guys are obviously red. Maybe it was an evil color. Purple is kind of evil. These purple swords. That's how evil they are. Okay, save it, and there's our bad guy. Now, if you slash the bad guy, nothing happens. Let me bring this to the front. Order 0. Actually, I meant to say, no, this should be order 0. And this should be 100. And that's only for our character to come to the front. Now the bad guy doesn't have any health, so let's create a health bar for him, or just a health variable. Call it bad health. Okay, we can start at 10, or maybe 100. So let's create a collision between LeBlanc and bad. If that happens, we can decrease that variable. Object variable. The variable is going to be bad health, and we can decrease this by 1. Okay, let me display his health here. It's a text counter. Let's call it bad text. Okay, so this will display his health. Simply create another condition, no action, and simply go to text. What is text? Modify text. Bad text is the only text we have there, and we want to set this equals that variable. Object variable bad, and the variable is called bad underscore health. Okay, try it out. So that's 100. Okay. Now you notice that the even the invisible part of the of our character decreases the health of the character. So we can fix that easily. We want to create another object. We don't want ever use our sprite as the we never want to use our sprite for collisions. We always want to have some sort of sensor. So let's add another sprite. Call this hitbox. Hitbox 0. And let's add an animation. Now I want to make this super small, okay, because it's going to be our collision point. And I want to make this maybe I'm gonna make this a 10 by 10. Okay, super small. And let's make it yellow. Save it. And there is our hitbox. Okay. So we're gonna place these only when the animation slash playing. So add a new condition. If that animation is playing, current animation of lip lock equals slash animation one actually. So if that is playing, we want to change the position of that object, object position, put object around another object. Okay, we want to place our hitbox. We're gonna center this to the block. Distance maybe 20 pixels away from this, and see what happens. So we're there now. Press Control, and our hitbox moves to our character. Okay, maybe not 20, but at 100. That's on the X coordinate. Maybe not 100. That try 50. I think 50 is the magic number there. Maybe 55. There we go. Now, how many frames we got? Let me see. We want this on frame 3 and up. So that's frame 1, 2, 3. So it has to be frame 3. So add condition, sprite, and we're gonna go to current frame. Equals. I guess it has to be greater than 3. Okay. So that only happens if the animation is greater than 3. Alright. So we need to do the opposite. So let's just copy this, paste it, and if the animation is equals 0, regardless of the frame number, we want to place our animation. We're going to place our object somewhere else. Let me create another object. Sprite. Call this no hit. Add animation. Let me make another object here. No hit. And we're going to place this here. Okay, away from everyone else. Actually, leave it here for now. And instead of lib block, it's going to be no hit. Okay, it's here now. Press Control. So, collision was bad, and we want to decrease the health, but we don't want to use our character, so we want to use our hitbox. So walk up to the character, and you can see that it decreases the bad guy's health. Just like that. So yeah, so in the next video we are going to make our character die. Well, the bad guy die. Or play a different animation every time he gets hit. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to smack the like button down below and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Remember, for game development exclusive content, head out to my second channel, Sparkman 2, and you will find only game tutorials there. No Fortnite or other stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye now.